Alright, well, we're a little offset, but we'll see. Hey, my name is David, Mountain Branch Music. I'm back. Taking a little break from the online stuff for a little bit, but I do have more guitars I want to talk about. We're kind of getting into the homespun projects here. We talked about this one last time, Daryl Cook. Been with me a long time. This is probably the guitar I've played the second most over the years. It's a really interesting piece of well, it's a pine from Indiana. So you don't think of pine trees in Indiana, but they were there before Westerners moved in. And then this turned into a barn for a long time in Indiana, and then someone turned it into a project guitar on eBay. And I have reworked just about everything but the control plate on this. A lot of stuff from GFS, a new nut, 2 pairs of tuners, 2 pairs of electronics, 2 necks. I think about putting another one on there. But the way it was, it's like it was 2 pieces of wood. I don't know if it was like this, but it was like glued together. So there's a seam. It's about the width of like an affinity telly. But I took that seam apart and I like routed it out. You see, it's the only way to access it. You see, there's you can see the glint of the bridge through those holes. So it's all hollow under here. It's a little thicker under the bridge. I did want a little more material there. And it's kind of it had a thin finish on it. And then I put some shellac over it. And it's still got knots. So it's like a true kind of barncaster. And then once I hollowed it out, it's just kind of a really nice cavity size for the overdrives I use to get that kind of feedback thing. So it's I've had really good luck with it, doing the thing, almost as much as some nice arch tops over the year. And hey, at the end of the day, it's a telly. It's kind of a beater. I would take this almost anywhere and not really worry about it. I would not really worry about anybody wanting to take it, but it's kind of pretty. So let's see how it does in the crucible of infinity here. I'll turn off that. So that's our first gain stage, the transparent overdrive. There's the Ross. So there's a little sponginess there. I think that's kind of the pine thing. I think we're there already on a G. So that's even before the tube screamer's on, which would go before the Ross. Now the tube screamer's on. one thing I've kind of realized, it has kind of a thicker neck on here. And this was just like a reverb neck. I think a guy was just making these, and it's so it's, wow. This is kind of one of the champs of the infinite sustain test. So I think I'll put up pictures of how the routing is in there, but upper heel axis isn't amazing on tellies, but so I did get a little squeezed in there when I was jamming around earlier, but interesting. So as I was saying, I think the thicker neck kind of helps carry some resonance down into the lower register a little bit. I was noticing with some of the lighter guitars, like the Vela and the PRS, that was great up here, like this kind of stuff. But down in the lower register, it didn't really want to go. That's kind of getting into an overtone, but adjust some tone stuff there too. That's all bridge pickup. So that's probably one of the easier instruments I've played to get into sustain. It's right up there with some of the nice arch tops I've played. So and that's kind of why I talk about some of my theories. It's about the chamber size. It's about what's under the bridge. Pickups are nice. These are nice hot pickups. Obviously, you get your gain and compression, but yeah, this has been a fun guitar. It's always something about the action I want to dial in. I might even put yet another new neck on it. It's kind of funny because it was advertised as a roasted maple neck, which you don't even need a finish on, but it was advertised as a lacquer finish. So I'm like, all right, well that's kind of cool. You know, everyone loves a lacquer finish, and I don't think it is. I put some acetone on it, and it's not. So, and it's got my little Jerry-inspired sticker. This is what you get when you look up Touch of Class graphics. So it's kind of fun. So yeah, and I mean tellies just kind of have an action and a playability. It's gonna a little different from kind of arch tops and hollow bodies. So this still has some of that, and it's nice. I don't even know why I try jamming with so many other guitars. It would be nice to get a little more upper fret access and a little more, you know, a couple more frets would be nice. So maybe that'll be some kind of a project someday. But yeah, you know, people are always talking, oh, it's the speakers, it's the pickups, it's in your hands. So what we're talking about as kind of the Phish head to like this infinite sustain and that kind of hollow body thing, nothing wrong with a good piece of bodywood here, and I don't think the neck is hurting it either in terms of timbre. But yeah, that's it. Episode 11, I believe, and then we'll go on to some more homemade kind of hollow body stuff. And we'll tell you more about those next time. Peace.